Democratic Senator Bob Menendez and his wife have been indicted on brutal bribery charges.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Not quite. Not quite. Let's look at the facts and then I will give you my reaction. Oh, David, I'm sure that you're not going to cover Menendez getting indicted because he's a Democrat and you were going to hide it from your audience. When have I ever done stuff like that? All right. Stay tuned. Wait 2 or 3 minutes and I will give you my view of this. CNN reports Senator Bob Menendez and wife indicted on bribery charges. DOJ seizes gold bars and $500,000 in cash. This is a bonkers story. New Jersey Democratic Senator Bob Menendez was charged Friday with corruption-related offenses for the second time in 10 years. Menendez and his wife Nadine are accused of accepting, quote, hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes in exchange for the senator's influence, according to the unsealed federal indictment. Prosecutors allege the bribes included gold, cash, home mortgage payments, compensation for a low or no-show job, and a luxury vehicle. This is the second set of corruption charges against Menendez from the Justice Department in a decade. He previously fought off conspiracy, bribery, and honest services fraud related to alleged personal favors. He is up for re-election next year and has been in the Senate since 2006. Menendez put out a statement slamming the indictment. His defense is, quote, "For years, forces behind the scenes have repeatedly attempted to silence my voice and dig my political grave. Since this investigation was leaked nearly a year ago, there has been an active smear campaign of anonymous sources and innuendos to create an air of impropriety where none exists. The excesses of these prosecutors is apparent. They've misrepresented the normal work of a congressional office. On top of that, not content with making false claims against me, they've attacked my wife for longstanding friendships she had before she and I ever met. He has set up a legal defense fund. Also, his wife sold a bunch of gold bars, which is fascinating stuff. So listen, there are 3 alleged crimes: being on the receiving end of a bribery conspiracy, coordinating to use Menendez's power to benefit different individuals. This is very serious, and much like with the Trump indictments, they are very thick and meaty indictments. Now, first and foremost, surely Democrats are going to come to Bob Menendez's defense saying this is a witch hunt and maybe even attacking prosecutors, maybe even saying the prosecutors should be executed for treason, just like Republicans are doing for Trump, right? Wrong. That is not happening. And in fact, a whole bunch of Democrats are already calling for his resignation. Top New Jersey Democrats call on Bob Menendez to resign, say top Jersey Democrats, according to Politico. That includes the governor of Jersey, Phil Murphy, and other Democratic leaders. Meanwhile, a report from The Messenger, John Fetterman becomes the first senator to call for the Menendez resignation. Okay? This is different than what Republicans do. Just a reminder, when Anthony Weiner was wrapped up in all sorts of problems, Democrats were almost too quick to say he should get out. He should just get out. So we are seeing a very different reaction than we saw from Republicans around Trump's indictments. Secondly, surely we are all going to quickly start donating to his legal defense fund, right? Because it's all so unfair. Doesn't seem to be happening. Yes, he set up a legal defense fund. It does not seem like the equivalent of the MAGA cultists on the right are rushing to send this guy money for a legal defense that, quite frankly, seems doomed. There is evidence, like with Trump. He therefore should have been indicted, like with Trump. He now gets his day in court, like with Trump. You shouldn't go after the prosecutor. You shouldn't start making all sorts of pejoratives in public about those who are prosecuting you or anything. This seems really bad. And I don't care which party you're a member of. You can't do this stuff and get away with it. Some insane details. When authorities searched Menendez's home, they found $500,000 in cash. Not a normal amount of money to have at your house under almost any circumstances. A bunch of it was in closets. Some of it was stuffed in the pockets of clothing. This is nutty, incriminating stuff. Circumstantial, of course, but this is not a court of law. This is a court of common sense. And I don't know of many reasons to have closets full of clothing where you stuff cash in the pockets. It's a really strange thing to do. Investigators also discovered furniture, a Mercedes convertible parked in the garage, and more than $100,000 worth of gold bars that were allegedly given to Menendez and his wife. We also know his wife sold a bunch of gold. They also have incriminating search results. The day after getting a ride home from the airport from in October of 2021, Menendez went on his computer and searched, how much is a kilo of gold worth? Again, kilos of gold. Usually you would know that before you obtain the gold, if it's like an up and up investment. Here, apparently Menendez had already been given a bunch of gold and didn't clear his browser history, which certainly did not help his cause. Just like I say about everyone against whom there is serious and compelling evidence of criminality, I have no interest in excusing any crimes. I don't care whether you're a Democrat or a Republican. Now, as always is the case, allegations and indictments are not evidence, strictly speaking. So I had my opinion about the allegations against Russell Brand. When YouTube took away his monetization, I asked on the bonus show, does it make sense to do that based only on an allegation, which is not evidence? And similarly, does it make sense for Menendez to resign due to the mere allegations? I don't know the answer to that. Does it make sense for George Santos to resign just because of the allegations? I think Santos should resign because he's been caught lying about so many things. It's an ethical issue. But should there be resignations just for allegations when you are, of course, presumed innocent until proven guilty? That's the only area where I have a question. And I will leave that for those in the audience to answer. Leave a comment and we will follow up. Staying healthy and feeling generally good is all about habits that are sustainable, finding what works for you, something you'll stick to, and it might be different for everybody. That's why I keep my routines really simple. Before I have my morning coffee, I'll have a scoop of AG1. AG1 is just this tasty green nutritional supplement. You can mix it into water or other drinks or smoothies. You get 75 high quality vitamins and probiotics from whole food sources. It's just a scoop of AG1. You're covering everything you would need for the day. I just don't have time to be dealing with 10 different vitamin supplement bottles or combining all these things. It's also really expensive to do that. It's just a single scoop of AG1 in the morning, gives me all the vitamins that I'm looking for, saves time, more cost effective. You can go to drinkag1.com/Pacman to get 5 free travel packs of AG1, plus a free 1-year supply of vitamin D. I've talked about vitamin D many times. The link is down below.